Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lovely day. Today the sun is shining. We have a very special award to present from the Charlie Ring this morning. The Sir William Young Award. This award is awarded to a breeder for outstanding contribution to livestock breeding in Scotland. This award winner's family began farming in 1898, and in 2023 this was their 125th year of rearing livestock, planting and harvesting crops. This breeder joined the family business in the 1950s. In the early days he bred Suffolk sheep and Shorthorn cattle before introducing his award-winning Charlie herd. The Suffolk sheep, known as the Drunkelbo flock, sold to world record prices before being dispersed in 1971. The Balmile herd of beef Shorthorn had top sale prices in the years from 1983 to 1987. This forward-thinking breeder introduced the French breed, the Méanjou, into his Shorthorn herd. With this successful grading up, many say this was the saving of the breed.
So good morning everybody. I have tried to sit as far away as I can from the commentator speaker. However, I am quite limited. If anyone can hear me, the commentator speaking over the top, I do apologise. So the first class we are on is class 200. This is female born on or after the 1st of April 2023. This heifer is lot 2402. This is West Broad Bramble Tina, exhibit by Natalie Hind. She was born the 2nd of April 23. So I do apologise, I am very limited what I can do about the background speaker, but hopefully you can all hear me above.
Cattle health has always been a priority, and Balmile is one of the longest members in the SEC Premium Cattle Health Scheme. Others have had great success in the show ring with his genetics. Recently, Balmile Sandy was reserve senior champion at February sales in 2023. He went on to sell to Ireland for 28,000 guineas.
Coming up to our judge now is lot 2403. This is Isla Hill Tamara, exhibit by J. Whiteman and E. McAllister.
This breeder has constantly produced the goods that the commercial man wants, with the bonus of selling many stock bulls into pedigree herds along the way. He has been very supportive of the next generation, and stock judging and open days are common at Balmile. He is a respected judge and was very successful in his young farmer stock judging.
So this is class 200 female born on or after the 1st of April 23, and this is kindly sponsored by Rachel Jordan of the Anna Ganoon herd. As a member of the society since 2018, this herd has gone from strength to strength, topping classes at both the Armagh and Clogher shows in the 2023 season. 2024 calving is now complete, with a healthy bunch of calves now enjoying the luscious green pastures Northern Ireland has to offer. Rachel is delighted to sponsor a class and wishes all of our exhibitors success at today's shows.
It gives me the greatest pleasure to present the 2024 Sir William Young Award to Mr. Bill Bruce of the Balmile Charlie herd.
This heifer is lot 2405. This is Charlesbury Lovely Saturday the 2nd and is exhibit by Francis Baird. of the large classes this year for the Royal Highland show for the beef shorthorns after last year, when the beef shorthorn had the most exhibitors across all of the cattle breeds. This next heifer is lot 2406. This is Charlesbury Red Lily, exhibit by Francis Baird. She was born the 17th of April 23.
Shortage of a conditioner. Bill. Thank you very much for these very flattering and complimentary words. I actually knew Sir William Young a very long time ago. He was better. He was better known as Skerry after his farm in Skerrington Main. He was a very well respected farmer, and very much looked up to by my generation, which is probably shortly after I left school. He had a column in the Scottish Farmer, a weekly column, which kept the whole farming business informed of what was going on. But very notably, here we are standing in the middle of the Charley Ring. He went to craft bull sales and bought a bull called Carsdown Festival.
This next heifer is lot 2408. Well quality honeysuckle, exhibit by Haig.
10,000. He was among many other committees. He was chairman of the Scottish Milk Marketing Board, and they had a bull certain stood. The bull was easy fleshing, easy calving, and it went on to be.
Our judge is Mr. Nigel A. Miller from the Scottish Borders from Stow.
It was always going to go well, but Willie Young certainly gave it a good kickstart to that animal. But that's a bit of an aside. What I'm really here to say is how honoured and humble I am to get this award. I've known and the people who have had it before, I've looked up to and admired. A lot of them are my friends, not least David Walter, who got this award a couple of years ago, Ali Houston, both Charley breeders, both now sadly deceased. I can't say how much this award means to me, and to be talked of in the same breath as one of these great breeders.
Next up, this is lot 2410. This is Isla Hill Treasure, exhibited by J. Whiteman and A. McAllister.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. And I think it has to be said, okay, we're here in the Charley Ring, but the influence of Balmoral in the beef shorthorn ring was significant. Now one of the fastest growing breeds in the UK. When Bill dispersed his shorthorns, the beef shorthorns were almost a rare breed. And as you heard, with the influence of Maynard Anjou, it rejuvenated the fortunes of the Beef Shorthorn Cattle Society and the breed. And shorthorns will probably have the highest number of animals here today. So in the Beef Shorthorn ring we have Nigel Miller.
Next up, this is lot 2411. This is Burley Tilly, exhibit by D and M Wiley.
Has bred Shorthorn cattle for over 40 years and is a qualified vet and has been president of the Scottish National Farmers Union. So a practical farmer, a practical vet, knows the industry inside out. In the Charley ring, we have Neil Bartley as our judge from Hairstone. Neil's been involved in various breeds of cattle, Angus's, Charolais, Salers. The family are also involved in sheep, and the family is also heavily involved in the machinery world, and that the majority of John Deere tractors were supplied by his family. Now Kubota is the big name.
Next up, this is lot 2412. This is Balqualdi Eva Road Hooks, exhibited by Haig.
So we're now in the Hereford ring, and today we welcome George Harvey from Balfron. The Harvey brothers family have been significant stockmen, breeders of various breeds of cattle, exhibitors of lots of breeds of cattle. George in particular with his Herefords and his Galloways and commercial cattle. Spent a lifetime, which must be more than 50 years of experience. So a well-known, well-travelled livestock person. Farmer, contractor, foot trimmer, you name it, George has done it.
Next up, this is 2413. This is a Craig Essie Tabitha, exhibit by G. Bailey Marshall.
So we have a lot of history with these breeds of cattle, a lot of influence in the livestock industry around the world. And ladies and gentlemen, what we have to remember is that some 200 years ago,
The beef Shorthorn is one of the fastest growing of the UK's native breeds, proven particularly popular for its maternal traits. Fertile, easy milking, easy carving and docile, making it an ideal suckler cow and an excellent cross to improve milkiness and temperament. The versatility within the breed makes them very well suited to most farming systems, with beef Shorthorns that are happy on the hill, while others are ideally suited to lowland systems. The beef Shorthorn has been called the Great Improver because of its important role played in developing other cattle breeds. In fact, more than 40 different breeds of cattle now incorporate Shorthorn genetics, making it the founding grandmothers perhaps of modern day cattle industry.
They had no means of growing food, so agriculture had to change, and we had the agricultural revolution, and the foundations of these breeds of cattle were laid then. Selective breeding, and we had to change and feed.
Way back to the judging. This next offer is lot
We're still doing that
2414.
And this green stuff that we walk on, grass, 40% of the
This
land
is a
mass
Portner Doran
of the world
Tasha Tallulah, exhibited by Audrey
grass.
MacDonald.
Now we as human beings, we can't digest it. But these animals you see in front of you can, and are the most efficient solar-powered lawnmowers on the planet, and they're edible. They give us protein. They give us lots of products that we use in our everyday lives. Whether it be leather goods, whether it be cosmetics, whether it be food, and all sorts of things. Nothing is wasted. So at the end of the day, our carbon cycle is pretty damn good. And what we also find is now fashionable to talk about soil being improved, and to do that we need livestock. And we need livestock to consume the grass, and then, well, they grow, and some comes out the other end, which we call manure in polite language. And with that manure we have dung beetles. The dung beetles take the nutrients into the soils. Dung beetles are arguably the most important beast on the planet. So with the help of
this heifer is 2415. This is Ryden Maria, exhibited by Steph Ryder.
Good food. It's an ever increasing cycle, and it's natural. But because we don't see a lot of it, we probably don't understand it. So hopefully I will be able to persuade one or two of the judges to explain what they're doing and why they do it.
And that is all of our heifers judged in the first class. This is our youngest heifer class.
In your first Charolais class, class 252 in your catalogues, for a female born on or between the 1st of April and the 31st of July 2023. First is number 2795, second 2798, third 2797, fourth 2800.
So for just a reminder, if anybody just tuning in, this is just our first class of the morning, and it starts with our youngest heifer class. Just while we wait to see our lineup for this first class, just go over the sustainability of the breed. It's all about sustainability and productivity for the beef shorthorn this year, with a big focus on promoting the traditional strengths of the breed that make it a great fit with low input and sustainable farming systems. The breed's excellent foraging abilities means they're particularly good for people embracing regenerative farming approaches. They also see a highly sustainable from a business point of view. Being a hardy, easy care breed, they generally have pretty low housing and labour costs as well as low feed costs. Everyone's talking about sustainability right now, but when a breed's been around for 200 years, then it's proved its staying power across all kinds of market conditions. 200 years of careful breeding has certainly improved the breed. It's now as well known for its productivity and easy fashion as it is for its maternal traits, giving those who stock it the best of both worlds. So the beef shorthorn really trying to push sustainability this year, something really big and they've really talked about massive within farming nowadays. And a great point there in what I've just read out, these animals were around 200 years ago and were capable of surviving and thriving then, hence them still being around now. So these animals are more than capable of being in low input systems. The beef shorthorn has significant presence in many of the major beef producing countries of the world, including USA, Canada, Australia, Argentina and Uruguay. So not only are they dominating the cattle classes this year, but they seem to be dominating worldwide. So our current placings are starting with 2, 4, 1, 1. This is Burley Tilly, exhibited by D and M Wiley.
So I always think, as a judge, it's great to have your first class full of animals. Give you some really thought-provoking decisions to be made. As I say, hopefully we'll get our judges to give tell us what they're thinking, why they've possibly made certain decisions. It's great. We're all judges on the ring side, but actually, when you're in the middle of that ring, it's very different. And you see things that other people don't.
So there we are.
So we have a result.
In top spot we have lot 2411. This is Burley Tilly, exhibited by D and M Wiley. In second we have lot 2402. Westbroad Bramble Tina, exhibited by Natalie Hind. In second we have in third we have lot 2406. This is Charles Berry Red Lily, exhibited by Francis Baird.
2406. Fourth, 2412. Fifth, 2410. Sixth, 2414.
I'm really trying my best so my commentary and the ring commentary doesn't clash. However, it is really hard. I'm trying to sit as far away from it as I can.
With 11 entries and a great show, and it's great credit to the Shorthorn breed, the way that they have grown this breed, the way the cattle have improved over the last 30 years. And it wasn't that many years ago they were in the rare breed book. And with the man that the great health man that won the Sir William Young Award this morning earlier, Bill Bruce, he helped revolutionise the Shorthorns in the UK. So well done, Bill.
So I'm not sure if anybody just heard that, but that is quite a shocking fact that just over 30 years ago these were on the rare breed cattle list, and now look at them certainly dominating the cattle classes this year at the Royal Highland Show. Next we have a 22 catalogued entry class.
So in the Shirley ring for a female born on or after the 1st of January and the 31st of March 2023, first 2810, second 2806, third 2802, fourth 2808, fifth 2805, sixth 2809, and seventh 2813.
So these heifers coming into the ring now. This is class 201, female born after the 1st of January and on or before the 31st of March 23. And this class is sponsored by Shane Brigdale of the Roanberry Herd. The Roanberry Herd is synonymous with quality stock. Shane has been a supporter of the breed for over 25 years. The Brigdale family are delighted to sponsor today's class to ensure all those with a love of beef shorthorns get to enjoy the show whether near or far. So it's going to be a packed ring for this class, with there being 22 entries down on my catalogue. The Morrisons also back this native meat breed, which for a start is great as they always have minimal concentrates compared to more commercialised cattle. The Beef Shorthorn Society has been working with Morrison since 2010, and that's helped to drive a real resurgence in the breed. In fact, the partnership working has made the Beef Shorthorns Britain's fastest growing native cattle breed, with the number of Beef Shorthorn herds in the UK doubling in the last 15 years. Beef Shorthorns are well known for the quality of the beef they produce, a point emphasised when 2 of Morrison's Shorthorn stakes were voted against the best in the world at the World Steak Challenge. Demand for Shorthorn beef for Morrison's The Best range is currently outstripping supply, so there are big opportunities for anyone thinking about getting into the breed, particularly if they also have an eye on sustainability.
And in the Shorthorn ring, class 201, for a female born after the 1st of January and on or before the 31st of March 2023.
First up we have a 2417. This is Rangham Lovely Topaz, exhibited by John Green. Next up, this is our 2418. This is Rangham Titania, exhibit by John Green. Next up we have lot 2419. This is Craig Essie Tessa, exhibit by G. Bailey Marshall. This next heifer we jump to lot 2422. This is Hansford Rolls Tiffany, exhibited by Oliver Fry. In 1949, the breed reached an all-time high, with more than 25,000 registered females and 6,700 registered bulls. But just 27 years later, in 1976, the herd book fell to an all-time low with just 45 herds registered. So it's great now to see that the breed has bounced back. The Shorthorn Society of Great Britain and Ireland was established in 1875 and acquired the rights to publish a herd book, and they have continued to compile and publish Coates herd book ever since. The Shorthorn has a long-held association with the royal family, and the Beef Shorthorn Society is proud to have the HRH, the Princess Royal, as patron of the breed. This next heifer is lot 2423. This is Highly Enya Tabitha, exhibited by Tracy 7. Next up we have the 2425. This is Headline Tilly, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson. Next up, this is a 2427. This is Strathandrick Tinkerbell, exhibited by Robert Taylor. This next heifer is lot 2429. This is Blackbrook Heathermaid True, exhibit by Andrew Thornber. This next heifer is lot 2434. This is Dunsire Medwin Maid, exhibit by John Green. Next up we have 2435. This is Blackjack Lovely Test, exhibit by R and K Williams. Next up we have lot 2437. This is Blackbrook Madeline Tris, exhibit by Andrew Thornber.
hasn't turned up. It is. I went to fast way before.
And then our last heifer is the 2438. This is Fern Isla Tiffany, exhibit by A and B Allison. So following this class we will have one more female class and then a female in milk or in calf, and then we'll move on to our bull classes, starting again with our youngest bulls. Can you bring me something to eat? Well, I messaged you ages ago. So when will you have time? So when will you have time?
Before there's a
So we have our result. In first prize we have got 2419. This is a Craig SE Tessa exhibited by G. Bailey Marshall. In second we have lot 2435. This is Blackjack Lovely Tess exhibited by R and K Williams. Can't quite see third. Third is lot 2438. This is Fernila Tiffany exhibited by A and B Allison. And in fourth we have lot 2437. This is a Blackbrook Madeline Tris exhibited by Andrew Thornborough. And in fifth we have lot 2422. This is Hansford Roth's Tiffany exhibited by Oliver Fry. The big tannoy microphones must have stopped working, because I thought we'd have heard a repeat of the results by now. This next class is class 202 and is simply defined as female born in 2022. So it really is a great advert for the breed, as these animals can be no older than 2.5, and for some of these animals to have calves at foot is a great representation of the maternal traits of the animals.
right. I thought you were coming tomorrow. Oh, you're here for the week.
So this class is female born in 2022 and is kindly sponsored by Denise Bailey of the Crewview herd. This herd, Beef Shorthorns, was established in 2007 by the Bailey family near Dromara, County Down in Northern Ireland. The herd has won multiple awards over the years for showing beef shorthorns, and the highlight was winning Reserve Junior Female Champion with Crewview Jelly Tot at the Royal Highland Show in June 2016. Crewview herd diversified in April 2020 into selling shorthorn meat from a shop on the farm called Crewview Meats. Anybody wanting any more information, feel free to speak to Denise, who is at the show, or look them up on Facebook, Crewview Meats. So that breed evidently taking advantage of the lockdown, which is when it stemmed a lot of people's thoughts of selling meat from their door and from on farm.
Okay, commentators, power's back on, commentators.
Kicking off this class is lot 2439, Wrangham Lovely Sapphire, exhibit by
Right,
John Green.
Somebody's paid the electric bill. We've got power back. Obviously, hard work, hot work in this ring. The judge has got his jacket on. Pressure's on. So, where was I? So you've had peace and quiet.
2022 marked 200 years of the Shorthorn, which makes the Shorthorn the oldest pedigree registered cattle breed in the world. The Shorthorn breed was developed in the northeast of England from Teeswater and Durham cattle. This led to the birth of a famous bull called Comet in 1804. Comet was the first 1,000 guinea bull ever recorded, and he now features on all beef Shorthorn pedigree certificates.
So, having been without power, we've got some catching up to do, I think. Right, Shorthorn.
So next up we have lot 2441. This is Glenire Floxgov Flake, exhibited by Major J.P.O. Gibb and Miss C. Gibb. This heifer was born on the 2nd of March 22. So she's just over 2-year-old and has a young calf at foot also.
Second, 2435. Third, 2438. Fourth, 2437. Fifth, 2427. And sixth, 2422. So we're now on class 202 for a female born in 2022. So, warm welcome. We've got visitors from all over the world and all over the UK for that matter too. Got exhibitors from all over the UK. So, hopefully you're
Increasing market demand has driven growth of the beef shorthorn over the last decade. grown from 241
So we
herds
know
registering
we are
pedigree
on
offspring in
visitors
2005
from Kazakhstan.
to
We
591
know we've got
herds in
Kiwis, we know
2021.
we've got Canadians, and we've got some Americans and some Australians.
And this next heifer is lot 2442.
Tremendous.
This is West Broad Bramble Sylvia, exhibited by Natalie Hind.
So, welcome. I hope you enjoy your day. This is a warm summer's day for Scotland. So we'll better do some catching up in the Shirley ring too.
Next up we have a very well grown heifer. This is lot 2443. This is Isla Hill Sparkle, exhibited by J. Whiteman and A. McAllister.
So as you see, we are now starting the male classes in the Shirleys.
Next up we have lot
All the championships
2445.
will be judged at the
This is
conclusion
Isla Hill
of
Snowflake,
the classes.
exhibited by J. Whiteman and A. McAllister. Next up is lot 2446. This is Cairnsmore Sophia Gabby, exhibited by Brenda Weir. Next up is lot 2447.
So, as I said,
this is me on side,
in the
broad
Charlies,
hooks
we had
Sabrina,
some
exhibited
catching
by
up
Art
to
and
do.
Kate
So
Williams.
if you've got your catalogues in front of you, if we go back to class 255 for a female born on or between the 1st of January and the 23rd of June 2022. First was 2830, second 2826, third 2825, fourth 2827, fifth 2828, and sixth 2829. In class 256 for a female born on or between the 1st of January and the 31st of December 2021, first 2834, second 2831, third 2833.
This next heifer coming to the judge now is
In
lot
class
2448.
257 for a female
This is
in milk,
Esker Kraken
foreign calf,
Fairy Sarah,
born
exhibited by
on
Tom
or before the
McMillan.
31st of January 2020. First 2837, second 2836.
This animal's versatility means it is suitable for a wide variety of modern day beef systems, and its environmental sustainability traits are driving new demand. Great foragers, hardy and highly feed efficient, the beef shorthorn is ideally suited to the increasingly popular low input systems, meaning the beef shorthorn can just be as often spotted in the parklands of a country estate as on the top of a heathered covered hill.
What's this question?
So next up we are on to lot 2449. This is Highly Sassy Monique, exhibit by Tracy 7. Approaching our judge now, we have lot 2450. This is Hansford Sandy, exhibit by Oliver Fry. our next heifer, this is lot 2452. This is Dunsire Lily, exhibit by Brenda Weir. It is quite a typically overcast summer's day today in Edinburgh. However, it's certainly not stopped the crowds. We've got a busy crowd all the way around all of our cattle rings. But in particular, there is people standing everywhere to watch our beef shorthorn judging, of which we are slowly coming to the conclusion of our female classes. Following this class, we will have a female in milk or in calf. And then last but not least, this is lot 2453. This is Dunsire Giga, exhibit by Jamie Gibson.
So in your Shirley class 258 for a bull born on or before or between the 1st of April and the 30th of June 2023, first 2846, second 2838, third 2842, fourth 2848, fifth 2845, and sixth 2849. So, as I was about to tell you, probably about an hour ago, how the world has changed, how we have to feed the animals or feed the populations. We've changed from subsistence food producers to, in some instances, mass production of food, whether it be meat or vegetables. The population of the world continues to grow, and the demands continue to evolve. And we, as farmers, primary food producers, have to satisfy that demand. So again, history has changed. And I talked earlier about Industrial Revolution, Agricultural Revolution, how these shows evolved 200 years ago to educate farmers how to increase productivity to feed the growing nation. We also expanded the British Empire at the same time, and we exported our improved genetics through selective breeding. These animals got exported to the Americas in particular, Australasia and New Zealand and places. And the end product, the beef and the lamb, came back to this country to feed our growing population. And the same still happens today. To meet the fashion of some of these demands, the animals in the UK, particularly our native breeds, in the 1950s and 1960s, were bred to satisfy the South American market. We made our cattle very small, very neat, and actually unproductive. And in the 1960s, things began to change. And certainly when we got into the 70s and joined the EEC, the European Economic Community, as it was in those days, there was a desire to produce lean red meat. So our native breeds who had gone too small weren't producing what was desirable in the way of carcasses. Carcasses were too small, too fat. So the British government, in their wisdom, carried out an experiment, and they brought Charolais genetics into the UK, found that they were a great success, and then the boom started. And the Charolais breed then went on to become the breed in the UK, with high growth rates, high beef yield, and they had some fantastic commercial cows to work on. And they made a heck of a difference. They really dominated the British beef industry. And they're still here today. Okay, they maybe had to change a wee bit. The native breeds that we've had, they've changed and evolved. And as we see the Shorthorns in the ring next door, how those cattle have grown, both in stature and in numbers. As I said, they were a rare breed in the 1970s. Nobody wanted them. They produced small carcasses, fat carcasses that were undesirable. But as we heard earlier, the likes of Bill Bruce introduced the Maine Anjou, which was a French Shorthorn. In that Shorthorns were taken from the UK here over to France and infused with their own cattle over there, developed the Maine Anjou. And the Maine Anjou had great influence in the Shorthorn breed in this country, and probably had great influence in North America, particularly in Canada. But maybe as a breed it didn't really take off in this country. But it made a significant contribution to the Shorthorns. And as one of our major breeders once said, it wasn't everybody desirable, but it was a necessity to put us back on the map. So at the end of the day, we're trying to convert this green grass into human food. Solar-powered lawnmowers. That's what these animals are. And they're edible. In fact, if you want to go even further, because they live on grass and other vegetative materials, they are vegetarian. Therefore, vegetarians can eat them. They can eat beef and lamb. It's just processed grass. Think about it. As they say, we are what we eat. So all of us around here that eat beef, we're vegetarian. We eat grass, processed grass. But our bodies, our stomachs are not designed to convert grass. So these animals, or the bovine animal, the most efficient animal on the planet, using the techniques of fermentation and distillation, convert this stuff.
Our current animal standing in top spot in this class is lot 2442.
It's natural.
And she is Westbroad Bramble Sylvia. And just as I say that, we've had a swap. So now standing in top spot we have lot 2448. This is Esker Kraken Fairy Sarah, exhibited by Tom McMillan.
There you get another topic of conversation. We have animals that come here to be shown, and I guess we're probably seeing differentials between the show ring and the commercial reality. And the Shorthorn breed is regarded as a maternal breed, and which means we produce lots of calves and we feed the calves. And you will notice there is an animal in front of me here with a calf. So it gets back to what is efficient commercial beef production. And we're being asked to reduce our emissions. And one of the ways of reducing our emissions is making our animals more productive, making them work a bit harder. So calving heifers down at 2 years old, or thereabouts. Find a lot of dairy farmers now are calving their heifers down at less than 2 years old. They're pushing nature. And again, we have to push nature, we have to evolve. So what's right, what's fashionable, and what pays the bills? And at the end of the day, the more live calves we can produce, they pay the bills. It's nice to show, but sometimes my experience was that some of our better show animals were not the most productive. Showing actually cost us money. So, Shorthorn class 202.
So there we are in our top spot. We've got that 2448. This is Esker Kraken Fairy Sarah. This is Tom McMillan's animal.
2442.
Second is 2442, Westbroad Bramble Sylvia. Third
2441
is 2441. This is Glenisle Floxgrove Flake, exhibited by Major J.P.O. Gibb and Miss C. Gibb.
2452.
Fourth is 2452.
Fifth 2450.
This is Dunsire Lily, exhibited by Brenda Weir.
2449.
And in fifth we have lot 2450. This is Hansford Sandy, exhibited by Oliver Fry.
See, this is is another fantastic class of Shorthorn females, and we've got a bit of a spread of ages in here, but there's some cracking cattle and difficult class to actually judge. I guess many will be wondering why I'm putting a cow with a calf third there. In reality, cows having calves is what it's all about, and whether we like it or not, commercially that's where we've got to go. At this age, they're never going to look quite so well-fleshed or so strong, but by the time they're 4 or 5 years old, they'll be just as good as any other cow. So I think it's quite a brave thing to do to bring a calf beast into this sort of class, but it's where we need to go, so she definitely deserves support. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. And again, we go on. We've had the Scottish Farm voting on the Agricultural and Rural Communities Bill, and the National Farmers Union of Scotland has lobbied very hard with the Scottish Government and all the other parties, trying to get an understanding of what rural Scotland should look like. And we're of the belief that without a rural economy, Scotland's got nothing, because all our other industries have been exported to other parts of the world. We used to have heavy industry, it's all gone. So food and drink is what we produce in Scotland. And interestingly, we have in the past received the equivalent of a penny of taxpayers' money to assist us to farm. That penny has maximised production, and if we go back as grain farmers, and the amount of tax revenue that is received by the Treasury, taxing spirit, is I think about £4.60 for every bottle of spirit that's sold in the UK, puts a heap of money into the Treasury. And we produce that with our grain, and we get not a lot for it. But we do get a little bit of help from the government, and we're going forward, we're looking to assist preserving the rural economy. So we welcome the passing of the agricultural bill. 115 votes supported it, none against, no abstentions. So hopefully, the job will be good. But no doubt our current government will blame the budget or lack of finance and detail because they don't know what they're going to get from Westminster. However, farming will be supported, and we will continue to attempt to produce high quality food. And I guess one of the other bugbears that I have, and I think many of our people around the ringside here will have the same. When one goes to the supermarket and you get to the till and check out, you get a till receipt, and it tells you that your shop today is so much less than one of the competitors down the road. We would like for supermarkets or retailers to spend a proper price, cover the cost of production, and it would help us to preserve our industry going forward. Now, it has been said that we get taxpayers' money. It's called, some people call it subsidy. I call it a food security payment.
I'm not
In that
100%
we
sure what
try
this
and produce
class
as much
is,
food as we can in this country.
because there's some firsts and
And
seconds,
it wasn't that many years
and
ago,
then some
or
animals without
generations
rosettes
ago,
on, so
the
I'll have an
country was
update
starving.
as soon as I know. I
And
just
we
thought we were
needed
moving on
food.
to the female in milk or
We
in
still
calf
need
class,
food.
but
Our
we mustn't be.
population is growing. And these animals here are the backbone of the industry, of the rural community. As I say, they fertilize the soils, they graze the soils, they produce meat for us, and they manicure our countryside that we sell to the tourists. And I say, don't think of what you're eating, be it beef or lamb. Think of the view. Eat the view. Just think of bonnie Scotland when you're having some Scotch beef or some Scotch lamb. So in the Shorthorn ring at the moment, we are looking for the junior female champion.
So yes, this is our junior female champion. So congratulations to our most junior animal. This is lot 2411.
Shorthorn, beef Shorthorn female junior champion.
This is Burley
is
Tilly,
number
exhibited by D and M Wiley.
2411.
Lot 2411. The winner of class 200 female, born on or after the 1st of April 23.
Burley Tilly from D and M Wiley. No, that's the right pronunciation. And your reserve junior
And the reserve goes to the
champion
second prize slot 2411.
2402.
This is 2402
West Broad,
West Broad
Bramble
Bramble
Tina
Tina,
from
exhibited by Natalie Hind. So congratulations to our animals, Tilly and Tina, who have just took our Junior Female and Reserve Junior Female Championships.
Well done.
So in the Shirley ring at the moment, we're looking for the best pair of Shirley cattle owned and bred by exhibitor. And at the conclusion of this class, I understand we'll start judging the female championships. So yeah, we've got to thank our sponsors. So the Shirley section here is sponsored by On Path Energy and Fallon Inch Farms. So if any of the sponsors are around, and Andrew Horn probably won't be very far away, please come into the ring and assist with presentation of prizes.
Happy for you to move back in the championships if you want to. Okay?
Time's limit. Time's limit.
Cool.
So your winning pair of Shirleys is from Jack Nickel Farms Limited.
I don't think you will.
And the reserve is AJR Farms.
So we've now moved on to our final female class. This is class 203, female in milk or in calf, born on or before the 31st of December 2021. And this class is sponsored by Fern Farm, great from Grass Sale.
As I say, we're all judges on the ring.
This is being held on the 30th of August on farm and online with your bid. The sale will feature beef shorthorn, breeding heifers, bulls and semen, along with 400 breeding rams and gimmers. An excellent opportunity to purchase high quality, high health genetics which have been responsibly reared on grass and forage.
Which is one of the great things about livestock breeding. Because there's no such thing as the perfect animal. Hasn't been bred yet. Some people like to think they got pretty close, but fashions do change. And that's one of the great things about showing. And if you look through the history...
This is lot 2, 4, 5, 6. This is Headland, Foxglove, a Tansy, Roxy, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson. And she's looking like the only outfit. And she was born the 5th of January 21. And she's got her young bull calf at foot.
So Class 203 for a female in milk or in calf, born or after before the 31st December 2021. Our winner is 2456. So in the Charolais ring, we're now judging the junior female champion, I believe. Sorry, best female.
So we're welcoming back in our junior champion and reserve to go against our cow, who has just took top spot for our overall female championship. And here comes our third competitor for the championship, our winner of class 202, a female born in 2022. So in our championship we have lot 2411. This is Burley Tilly, exhibited by Dean and Wiley, our winner of class 200, female born on or after the 1st of April 23. And she's just on the right there, closest to the camera.
That looks like the female championship being judged in the Shorthorn ring as well.
And then our winner of class 202, female born in 2022, was lot 2448. This is Escacracken Fairy Sarah, exhibited by Tom Macmillan. I do apologise if I butcher any Scottish pronunciation. And then our winner of our female in milk or in calf, our winner of class 203, was lot 2456, Thomas Allen Jackson. So we have these three animals competing for our female championship, and whoever takes this top spot will be welcomed back into the ring later for our overall. We've definitely had a great show of females this morning across just 4 classes, which really helps us stress how great of a maternal breed the beef shorthorn really is, with loads of examples for everyone to look around, both in the show ring and in the cattle barns just behind us. The judge having a really hard stare at these 2 barren heifers. And the tap goes to our animal born in 2022, lot 2448. This was Esker Kraken Fairy Sarah, exhibited by Tom McMillan. So stepping forward for the opportunity of reserve is lot 2442. This is Westbroad Bramble Sylvia, exhibited by Natalie Hind.
2448 from Tom McMillan. Esker Kraken Fairy Sarah. Or Sarah. Esker Kraken Fairy Sarah.
And then our tap going to our junior champion. It was just took reserve overall female, lot 2411. Just let me get her name up. This is Burley Tilly, exhibited by D&M Wiley, lot 2411. So congratulations to a strong entry
Your female champion.
in all of our female classes and especially in our female championship.
So this is Grins Hill Talala from Coppinger and Wiley. And your reserve female Charlie champion is 2837, Catherine Malone with Lock End Rolo and her calf.
So don't go anywhere, anybody, as we are yet to start the male classes. And we start with our junior bull, so bull
we have
born
our
on or after the
sponsors
1st of
from
April
Compact Energy
23.
here to present the prizes.
And here they are coming straight in.
So without sponsors,
This is class 204, and this is kindly sponsored by Longtown Mart and Shorthorns. CD Mart are hosting the annual Longtown Society sale on Monday the 26th of August, and entries are now open. Matthew Thompson is on site if anyone has any questions. Our thanks to the Thompsons, who are stalwarts of the breed and support our members selling pedigree livestock throughout the year. So just a remark from our Longtown Mart, as my boss Robert was there taking photos a couple of days ago, and we had bulls and females up to just shy of 3,000 guineas. And there is a gallery of photos available on the Longtown Facebook page for anybody interested in what sort of stamp went, for if they want to go and be a potential buyer or alternatively a seller.
So we're now judging the junior female champion, which is for all the junior championships are for animals under 2 years old during the show. So in the Shorthorn ring, class 204, for a bull born on or after the 1st of April 2023.
Like this, I'd say.
Our first bull forward is lot 2458. This is Beauty Talisman, exhibit by Stuart Curry. Just a reminder to anybody still watching, this is our junior bull class, the start of our male classes.
So your junior female Charolais champion is number 2816 from Andrew Hornell with Fallon-Inch Tanzania.
This next bull is lot 2459. Barling Leg Buster, exhibit by Natalie Hind. Next up we have 2460. This is Esco Kraken Tui, exhibit by Tom McMillan. Heading to the judge now, we have 2461. This is Highly Tyson, exhibit by Tracy 7.
We are waiting for the second prize, Charolais heifer. Before the judge will make his decision, looking for his reserve champion. Reserve junior female champion.
Sure.
I won't name and shame. Here we go.
Jack, where are you going to put it on the home? Where are you going to put it on the home? There's no space. You're going to be wearing your blue jacket. Hey. Jessica's up there.
Our next young bull, this is 2464. This is Westbroad Trident, exhibit by Natalie Hind.
So there's your junior, reserve junior female champion, 2820 from AJR Farms with New Logie Total Eclipse. And again, our sponsors, On Path Energy from Hamilton, are presenting prizes.
This next beast is 2465. This is Barnegg Titan, exhibit by P.S. Taylor. This next bull is lot 2467. This is Muresk Tura, exhibited by Stuart G. Mayer and Sons.
Actually, there's 4 classes left in the tour for a walk. We go for a walk after these classes done. I don't know what to say with the rest of the show. Sure, stay here if you want. I'm not going to force it. I'm sure Daddy wants to see something.
Next up is lot 2468. This is Muresk Tiger Roll, exhibited by Kenny Mayer.
So the final deliberations in this Charolais ring. Neil Barclay looking for his male champion.
One of our final bulls is lot 2469. This is Strathendrick Tiberus, exhibited by Robert Taylor.
And your Charolais male champion is number 2863 from AJR Farms, with New Logie Jackaman, Per Jackaman, New Logie Per Jackaman, an ET calf. And your reserve Charolais champion is 2846 from John Irvin and Son with Inverlochy United.
Jesus.
And again, prizes are being presented by On Path Energy, who are sponsoring these Shirley classes. So the John Irvin's young bull here is automatically the junior Shirley male champion, and we're waiting for the second prize winner from his class to come in, and then we'll find the reserve junior male champion. And your reserve junior male Shirley champion is 2853, again from AJR Farms, with New Logie unreserved ET.
So currently our top spot in this class goes to lot 2460, Escacragan TV.
is the bit. This is the one that matters. This is your head-to-head, your male champion versus your female champion. For the overall Supreme Champion Shirley Royal Highland Show 2024.
Which the I know.
And hopefully, before Neil taps out his champion, he'll say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, a grand show at Shorthorn Cattle. Quite hard to judge in some of the classes. Probably got it wrong in one or two, but so it be it. Not in my mind, remember. No, really good. Young bulls I thought were really top class kind of bull, or breeders kind of bulls in there. And overall, a good show, a couple.
Thank you, Neil.
How would you judge that with Shirley's?
I would judge just still deliberating between our top two bulls in this young bull class.
How would you judge that? Well, if many can't see them either, they're not. Yeah,
So there you have it. The Shirley Champion Royal Highland Show 2024 from Coppinger and Wiley, Doonesooth, Derbyshire. So, Grins Hill, Tallulah, number 2830 in your catalogue. Born on the 2nd of June 2022.
So after deliberation we have had a switch between first and second, leaving instead in first lot 2, 4, 6, 7. So there we have it. In top spot we have lot 2, 4, 6, 7. This is Muresk Tura, exhibit by Stuart G. Mayer and Sons. In second we have lot 2, 4, 6, 0. This is Esker Cragen Atiri, exhibit by Tom Macmillan. In third we have lot 2, 4, 5, 8. This is Beauty Talisman, exhibit by Stuart Curry. In fourth we have lot 2, 4, 5, 9. This is Ballingleg Buster, exhibit by Natalie Hind. And in fifth we have lot 2, 4, 6, 1. This is Highland Tyson, exhibit by Tracy 7.
I was like,
your reserve champion, Charolais 2024, number 2837. Which is Lochen Rolo from Catherine Malone.
Because the Shorthorn tries to stress the maternal traits of this breed in particular, we are seeing slightly less turnout with bulls. However, still very tight, as our judge spent a long while deliberating his first and second. So his classes of judging aren't no easier for the bull classes. I do hope that we beat the rain. The sky's turning quite grey, so hopefully it holds off.
So that last Shorthorn class, which was class 204 in your catalogues, for a bull born on or after the 1st of April 2023. So first was 2467, second was 2460, third 2458, fourth 2459, fifth 2461, and sixth 2468. Now class 205 for a bull born after the 1st of January and on or before the 31st of May 2023.
kicking off this first class is lot 2471. This is a Craig Essie Topper exhibit by G. Bailey Marshall. This next bull is lot 2472. This is Rattray Theodore, exhibit by Callum Clark. This next bull heading to the judge is lot 2473. This is Headland Tomahawk, exhibit by Thomas Allen Jackson. This next bull is our 2475. This is Strathandrick Top Gun, exhibit by Robert Taylor.
It's your turn today. Yeah, I'm not. It's kind of fun. It's not kind to read. Like, I haven't been watching. I'm playing.
This next bull is lot 2476. This is Charlesbury Knowles Toro, exhibit by Francis Baird.
So your junior Charolais champion is number 2846 from John Irvin and Son with Inverlochie United, and the reserve junior.
This next bull is lot 2478. This is Glen Isla, Tennessee, exhibit by Major J.P.O. Gibb and Miss C. Gibb.
Tizenia. Maybe Tiziana. I've got my glasses on. So, well done, and I think that concludes the Charolais judging. So, yeah, it's the Angus is in here this afternoon, but stay around and watch the Shorthorns. And thank you, Mr. Barclay.
This next bull is lot 2479, Glen Isla Talisman, exhibit by Major J.P.O. Gibb and Miss C. Gibb. So that young bull there hasn't got his number on. This next bull is lot 2482. This is Leeburn True Love, exhibit by David Clark. The bull before must have been either a Duncansamere or a Leyburn bull. And last but not least, we have a young bull lot 2483. This is a Barnig Thor exhibited by P.S. Taylor. This bull currently pulled up is lot 2472, Rattray Theodore. And currently second is lot 2479, Glen Island Talisman.
So earlier we talked about how the beef shorthorn has changed and evolved. I mean, it's got a proud history, 200 years of records of selective breeding. The fashions have changed. We had in the 50s and 60s what they called the belt buckle cattle. In that cattle were bred small and neat, particularly for the South American markets who paid the big bucks to take the bulls down there. And everyone wanted to try and get that bull that made all the money. Unfortunately, we made our cattle uncommercial. They might have produced carcasses off the pampas to put into the ships to bring back to this country, but they didn't produce what we needed in this country. Hence, the Charolais next door came in and dominated the beef industry in the UK because they had that sire power, size, and produced what the market wanted. The shorthorns changed. It changed fairly dramatically. We used genetics, we used the main Anjou, which was a French derivative of shorthorn. And we went to Canada, we went to Australia, we went to New Zealand. We went all over the world searching for better, bigger genetics. And I think this class of bulls here demonstrates some of the changes that have happened and the fashions that have been within the breed over the last 20 years or so. We have to get bigger, no doubt about it. What is the optimum size? Well, it's a very debatable question, and some people get very passionate about it. Do you want a 600 kilo cow? Do you want a ton cow? So, ton bulls to be
So our results are as follows: lot 2, 4, 7, 2. This is Rattray Theodore, exhibited by Callum Clark.
So,
In second, we have lot 2, 4, 7, 9. This is Glen Isla Talisman, exhibited by Major J.P. O'Gibb and Mr. C. Gibb.
2, 4, 7, 9.
In third, we have lot 2, 4, 8, 1.
2, 4, 8,
So it was the
1.
Leeburn Bull, Leeburn Torres, exhibited by David Clark.
2, 4, 8,
In
2.
fourth, we have lot 2, 4, 8, 2.
Fifth,
This is
2,
Leeburn
4,
True Love,
7,
exhibited by
5.
David Clark. And in fifth,
And
we have lot 2,
sixth,
4, 7, 5.
2,
Strathendrick
4,
Top Gun,
7,
exhibited by
1.
Robert Taylor.
No, never know. I just didn't. Like, I've been up on Dundee. Part of it, yeah. Pretty crazy, yeah.
So we are now straight on to our bull born in 2022.
You'll be cooking lonely hours, and I brought my partner.
What's it say?
Alison, who have you been all my life?
Yeah, I'm already having my own, yeah, I do, yeah. I see, you could hear the shit. Yeah.
We got a lot of lessons in the back end, but yeah, overall, I think I took it all up
First up, this is lot 2485. This is Headland Soldier, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson.
It's only 21, so it was never me in the grand scheme of things. So we're still averaging. I think we were 136 last week at the Slaughterhouse, so that was alright.
Okay, Alice, we'll give 10 minutes to stop doing that.
Could you switch the mic off for 5 minutes?
So yeah, good holiday.
Very interesting. I've been in Germany last year.
I'm going to have to go. I didn't do it.
We'll get the Tenerife and Newcastle doing 60 miles into Holland. We're into Holland, to be fair, it's very flat and we're getting there still in the weather. Some cities done the right, either. And then into Germany, well that's a different one, we're in Germany.
This next build is lot 2486. This is Headland Stockman, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson.
Well, they're well ahead. They're amazing on this height. These are bees, the patties are all following. That barley, I would say. They're winter barley. A good sunny week, they'll be coming in. And then went to there to Austria. That's a different world as well. No fences there for other. And carry on. Yeah, actually, but
nobody speaks to us. And then people didn't quite a lot, and I don't speak to us, as you well know. Oh man.
So that's a really great change in that. See the food state. I did pass a cruiser way up the hill. I ended up with ice to do that because if they can do 90 days, they get paid more. Sorry? You get paid more if you go and up to the government. No, in the land. In the land.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And last but not least, this is lot 2487. This is Trainview Lasso, exhibited by Trainview Livestock.
So can this pick up a bit of a Yeah. Oh, the dog's got to do that. You well, sir? No, it had one. Every morning I
So everything going well, I will be able to walk on the ring and give you all a proper shot when we come to our overall.
Yeah. When the champion and reserve champion? I think they were okay. I think the top, the majority. The break. Yeah, I heard the best. I tell Jordan, that one will be happy. You're go on. They were champion reserve a lot. Go on.
That's James Cameron. The first ball of the goal.
That was good. What the head on it?
I picked him, said for him.
I should have won his car.
So our placings currently stand at in top spot. We have lot 2486. This is Headland Stockman, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson. In second is lot 2485, Headland Soldier, also exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson. And then in third is lot 2487. This is Trainview Lasso, exhibited by Trainview Livestock. And our placings have remained the same, so congratulations to our bulls born in 2022.
So the results for Class 206 for a Shorthorn bull born in 2022. First 2486, second 2485, and third 2487.
And you'll get stuck in there, and if you go, you'll miss something.
Well, I've not much left to show.
You won't stay here for the week?
No, I'll be home tonight.
Are you going home tonight?
Exactly an hour. I don't know what the distance is, but an hour in the car.
Oh no, so that's not. I'm not talking about not to talk. I wouldn't drive here. I'm well enough to be able to, I'm not too much able to drive at home, but I got everyone to drive here. But I'm a dog down with
Yeah.
that's a big factor from here. So you can see how.
We were driving on it, we come and see that place. I don't that far off there, 74.
He says that more literally a couple of days.
Yeah.
Next generation.
Then late keeps going on. Right, enjoy your day. You too.
You know Lisa, don't you? You know Lisa.
So we are in the Shorthorn ring. We're about to judge the best bull from classes 204 and 205 for the Emilio R. Cesares Junior Memorial Challenge Cup. So that is the yearling bull class. Then we will, follow that, we will then judge the best junior bull, which includes the class that's just gone out, 206.
So just to go over that for anybody who missed this, we are now moving on to forms of championships. We will have the best bull from classes 204 and 205, who will compete for the Emilio R. Cesares Challenge Cup. And then we will have the best junior bull. So these will be bulls from class 204, 205 and 206.
Where Orlena is. Look across here. There's a man here to meet you. There's a man to meet you. There's a man to meet you.
So there we go, our winner of class 204 and 205 is lot 2467.
Of the Emilio Cesares Junior Memorial Challenge Cup is number 2467, and that is Mures Chura.
This is Muresk Tour, exhibit by Stuart G. Mayer and Sons. So then coming into the ring is lot 2486, which is Headland Stockman. So these are all of our bulls for our junior championship.
So that was SP5, and now we're doing SP6 for the best junior bull.
So this is our junior male championship.
Yes, very much, very much. Very different. A little bit more speaker, yes. I am not
I think the Tesco man's looking for his delivery point. So your junior champion Shorthorn bull is 2486.
There we are, our junior champion Shorthorn bull is the 2486, Headland Stockman, exhibit by Thomas Allen Jackson.
And your reserve junior bull is 2467.
And then congratulations to 2467, who is our reserve junior bull. This is Muresk Tour, lot 2467. So as our junior bulls leave the ring, we will shortly welcome in our Aged bulls, class 207, bull born on or before the 31st of December 2021. So just for anybody who was just watching class 206, our bulls born in 2022. I forgot to mention our sponsors. So this class was kindly sponsored by Duncan Welsh of the West Broad Herd, and all of our sponsors have been given a paragraph or just something to write in a remark for their sponsorship. So this is on behalf of the West Broad Herd. It is a combination of sadness and regret that Duncan Welsh has decided to retire from livestock farming this summer. My dispersal sale will be at UA Stirling on 14th of September. I first became involved in cattle production in 1986 and over the following years built up a herd of pedigree Highland cattle with the emphasis on beef production. Soon I recognised the benefits of crossing the Highland cow with beef Shorthorn. This was the start of my beef Shorthorn herd and gradually became my farming passion. In 2006 I gave up Highland cattle to concentrate on Shorthorns. Soon after this, Ian Johnson joined me and his enthusiasm for the breed was very obvious from the start. He's a keen showman and has helped build up the herd to what it is now. I hope to see many of you Shorthorn enthusiasts at Stirling this September. So that's the date for the diary. These are our monster bulls, all of our aged bulls born on or before the 31st of December 21. And our first bull coming forward is lot 2488. This is Grovewood Jackson, exhibit by Robert Taylor. And wow, just a bit of a shock with his age there. He was born on the 21st of the 9th, 2015, so he is 9 years old. And still in good enough condition to be on the show circuit.
So yeah, Redford, and then the fella. Well, his father was
the beef Shorthorns really must have one of the biggest shows of cattle this year, as all of the rings are more or less cleared out waiting for the afternoon of judging. So it really is commendable for the beef Shorthorns to have this many cattle on show. Just a reminder, this is our 9-year-old bull.
So yes, the word looks quite small.
This next bull is the 2489. This is Highland Laird, exhibit by Callum Clark, and he was born the 20th of March 2017. And our last aged bull is lot 2490. This is a Strathendrick Rhinestone Cowboy exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson.
So in this class 207 for these Shorthorn bulls, for those of you who got catalogues, you can see, but there's actually a fair age difference in that the bull walking away from the judge now is the youngest bull in the class, and he was born in 2021. The bull standing down, or the two bulls standing down at the bottom there, were born in 2015 and 2017. So yeah, they've worn well.
Are you? Good to see you. Is there a recently good Shorthorn show? Highland champion, 2697, Highland champion. And the national last week. Was it yesterday? Okay.
Yeah, no.
And that was Trisha?
Yeah, at Trisha. TV, whatnot, so get that one.
And what sort of numbers did you have?
Great. Like 20,
Well, I suppose 2030 is for an ordinary show, it's
like that by the time perks of farming.
absolutely. And what about cooks?
Yeah, dad's home alone. As she does, yeah.
As she does, yes.
So,
Good.
yeah.
There we are, congratulations to that 2490. This is Strathendrick Rhinestone Cowboy, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson. Getting quite a round of applause there from ringside.
207.
And then in second we have lot 2488. This is Grovewood Jackson, exhibited by Robert Taylor. And in third we have lot 2489. This is Hilderland Laird, exhibited by Callum Clark.
Yes, like just carrying his shoes, it's getting challenging.
Really good. Very good, really good.
At our show, which was nearly a month ago, we tried it for a couple of years with one judge doing everything. Which shouldn't be.
So we'll now be looking for the male champion beef shorthorn. And I see we welcome a representative from the Royal Bank of Scotland, part of the NatWest banking group nowadays. The Royal Bank of Scotland is sponsoring these shorthorn classes, and we thank them very much for that. As I say, without sponsors, these shows just wouldn't happen, and RBS is a very major sponsor of this show, and has been for a good number of years.
Yes. We didn't get one on the way in, and then my wife bought some stuff and she took it back to the car, and then she sent me a message to say that she had when she got to the car, she said, I thought to see you while and she sent me a message
So this is our overall male championship. So this is 2490 Strathendrick Rhinestone Cowboy, exhibited by Thomas Allen Jackson. Sorry, my hand isn't the steadiest. Our electric gimbal isn't with me, unfortunately. And then our junior bull as well. Lot 2486, also by Thomas Allen Jackson. Headland Stockman. There we are, it's went to our junior bull. There is always a slightly larger sense of achievement when it is with a homebred animal. So congratulations to lot 2486 Headland Stockman. Then we have 2467. This is Muresque Tura, exhibited by Stuart G. May and Sons, pulled forward for the opportunity of reserve. And there we are. He gets a reserve male.
And the reserve
This is
the
Muresque Tourer, exhibit by Stuart G. Mayer and Sons.
Number 2467 from Stuart Mayer with Muresque Tourer. I'm assuming that we're at crunch time, and this is the champion, supreme champion, head-to-head between the female and the male.
So the starker of the two animals will be shortly back in the ring against our champion heifer.
Tapped out. The champion will get to say a few words on his thoughts of what he's seen here today. We're going to do the junior championship first.
Henderson, I think. He's had loads and loads, about 300-400 people watching. There's no beef rolls or sandwiches.
So what is it?
Huh?
So what is it? So what is it then?
So whilst we are watching the judging here, these
What's that?
judging classes are being viewed, watched, all over the world, and there are several hundred people watching the live streams, what's going on here. So we have a global audience as well as international guests here on the day. So for your junior champion,
So will it be our young bull or our young heifer who takes our junior championship? I must say I won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I do particularly think the pink rosettes for the heifer and the green rosettes for the bull is a nice change. And congratulations, it has went to the young bull, lot 2486.
that's Headland Stockman from Alan Jackson.
This is Headland Stockman from Thomas Allen Jackson.
And the reserve is number 2411.
And then our reserve goes to our heifer, lot 2411.
Tilly from D&M Wiley.
Furley Tilly from D&M Wiley. So congratulations to our junior champion and reserve.
Royal Highland Show 2024.
So a big moment. This is our overall. So it's our overall female heifer there, lot 2448. And then lot 2486 is our overall male.
Thanks, it's a real privilege to be here today and you know, a spectacular display of Shorthorn cattle. It's been difficult to judge, and I think even those you know, lower down the league were you know, some really good cattle. So as I say, a real privilege to be here. I guess breeding Shorthorn cattle or these Shorthorns is one of the most challenging things. And the reality is that it's not just a channel side, it's about actually a breed which underpins the suckler herd with females across in the commercial herd. A whole range of things which are needed. That role will become even more important. I think even if you're data driven, your recent work on the Scottish database showed that Shorthorn crosses actually in reproductive efficiency terms and calving were really well above average. So that's all about the commercial world and what matters. So I think the early classes today of females, which were really closely fought, I think, are a fantastic showcase for a breed which is really half about females, or maybe females are the real deal for the Shorthorn. And I guess that if we're looking at bulls, we've got to actually have that in mind as well as their beating abilities. So as I say, yeah, I've got a special day with some really special cattle. So I think that my job now is really just to actually choose the overall champion. So I'll have a quick look and then I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. So yes, it's the Shorthorns have put on another great display. I think for a good number of years now they'll have the highest number of entries forward, which is a credit to them. And as I say, it wasn't that many years ago when we were hitting rare breed status and there was just a handful of cattle here. There is your champion, number 2448, Tom McMillan, Eske Cragan, Fairy Sarah.
Congratulations to Eske Cragan, Fairy Sarah, lot 2448. A very beautiful heifer who's just took our overall animal. Quite an achievement, especially considering that our beef Shorthorns again have had the highest number of cattle entries.
And
our reserve is Headland Stockman.
From Alan Jackson. Headland Stockman. So we are having sashes presented by the Royal Bank of Scotland as the sponsors.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, I thought I'd back myself now. I was keep seeing her appear on different things. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Yeah, they did quite a lot. I mean, less than
What? Look at her sweet.
teething problems.
That's a 281, isn't it?
I mean, we've been fairly broad chair.
Well, 877.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not sure she'd stand that straight anyway. So she looks at everything she wanted to look at.
It's good because I think from a more commercial perspective, there are legal objectives perhaps being part of the showing maternity. Yeah. I think now with the whole sustainability thing as well, that's going to be good. So where are you in Orlena? Are you from Mauritius? Oh, right. I might get very well, yeah. Lost man. Yeah, no, my father used to have an office up there. So, yeah, but she was part of the mission for the building. Well, late 60s, early 70s. We left when I was 17. And I was in 27. Look at the headbeat. Well, I don't think I've lost mine. A fair bit, yeah. About 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, well, we've got family both in some in Armagh still, but also some in Simon or Whitehall. And yeah, quite a few travel actually. A bit more stuff.
It's a small world.
It is indeed. Yeah. All right. Oh, very good. I like all about doing it.
She just wondered if you wanted to make a comment on the judging or a comment on anything while
Yes, I think what I'm going to say.
Well, that's fine, that's fine.
just while the clip pairs are coming in. Someone can.
So we're just going to have a quick view from Tim Riley of what he thought of this morning's judging.
Well, I was really pleased to see such a interesting and high quality range of cattle on show today. What was really good, I think, from the judging perspective, was to see an emphasis on the commercial value of the cattle. And we saw that certainly with one of the young heifers that was with calf actually getting a third place. But what we're seeing are some very clean cattle, very commercially relevant cattle, and I think that viability and competitiveness in the marketplace is foremost in the judges' mind. So I think we've had a really good show today, great show cattle, and it's great to see so many people doing so well.
Lovely, thank you very much. Thank you. So that was just a nice quick word there, nice comment before we move on to our pairs class. Again, someone else really stressing the commercial value of these shorthorn animals. Paired with sustainability, this native breed really does have it all for low input farmers. So if we are going in order of our trophy list, this class should be SP17, best pair, consisting of one male and one female of any age, bred by exhibitor, the Eduardo Bullrich Perpetual Silver Challenge Cup. So we've got 3 outfits for this class. An outfit from the Headlands, an outfit from Severn, and an outfit from Major J.P.O. Gibb and Miss C. Gibb. So congratulations to the Headland family who have just took that prize. This was a best pair consisting of one male and one female of any age. So next we move on to best group, consisting of one bull and 2 females. The BM Durno Perpetual Silver Challenge Cup goes to the winner of this next class, a group of 3. And for anybody who is still watching, we will just have one class following this best pair, the progeny of one animal bred by the exhibitor. So we've got a group of 3 from the Headland herd, from Natalie Hind, and then from the Severn family.
3 now. So SB18, the best group consisting of 1 bull and 2 females for the BM Durno Perpetual Silver Challenge Cup.
So there we are, congratulations to Natalie Hind, who has just won our best group consisting of 1 bull and 2 females.
So your winning group of 3 is Natalie Hind.
There you go. I just need to trim.
So now we're on SP19 for the best pair, the progeny of 1 animal bred by exhibitor. ET progeny not eligible for the Red Hill World Conference Trophy.
So next up, and our final class of the day, this is SP19 best pair, the progeny of 1 animal bred by the exhibitor. ET progeny was not eligible, and this is for the Red Hill World Conference Trophy. So we do thank everybody for watching, and we've had quite consistent viewings all morning, and it's certainly been some lengthy judging. So this is a credit to the Shorthorn breed for having such a dominant cattle section at the Royal Highland Show. Every other breed that started at the same time has been finished for quite some time. So we hope everybody has enjoyed the live stream, and we will continue to follow them throughout the summer. So our next stop will be the Yorkshire Show. And then we will also be following them at Lancashire Show. I believe this is their progeny show. So we hope everybody tunes in and everybody continues to support our live stream. It's very important. We are still learning as we're going along. And in some shows it is quite difficult because you are quite restricted as to how much you can move around the ring. So for example at Balmoral we were quite free to move. But at the end of the day we've got to comply to health and safety standards.
Saturday night? No, but I wish I'd asked for predictions like that. You could get arrested, these conservatives are making you not get arrested. Yes, that was at Livingston with the cow calves there. Yep, I know, she got that there. Yep.
There we are, congratulations to our Headland exhibitors. So they have just took our winner of our last class, the Red Hill Trophy.
Is Alan Jackson and Headland partners.
So I'll just wait to hear that that is the conclusion of our judging. I believe it is, but I don't want to sign off too early.
So I think that concludes the Shorthorn judging for 2024.
Yes, sounds like it is. So thank you everybody for watching.
Hope you've enjoyed the
See you all at the York.